Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, East Bay Stamp Chick. This is Michelle. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. And this is October 1st, so the first of each month, I recap what I completed for crafty projects in the month before and talk a little bit about my future goals. So this is a collaboration with some other crafters, and so there will be some links in the description below that you can click on and watch their crafty videos as well to see, what did they complete and what are their plans are for the future. And it's kind of just a fun thing and a way to kind of keep us all accountable and making sure that we're on track with our goals. So a fun collaboration. So here's the part where I talk about what I did. So for September, I had 17 Instagram posts, and that's pretty good. My goal is to kind of hit 18 or more, and that's been a tough one. I haven't done it very many months, and but I really want to be posting more on Instagram. So that's an area I need to work on. I did 2 live Facebook Lives. I typically do Facebook Lives every month for a couple of brands that I'm on their design team. And I purposely didn't do as many in September. I normally do 4 to 5 a month, and I wanted to kind of take it down a notch for September. Felt like I had a lot going on, but I wasn't planning on doing only 2. I was actually planning to do a little bit more, but I got this horrible allergies towards the end of the month and had to cancel some things, and everything changed. So 2 lives is what I did. I did 5 YouTube videos, and again, I had wanted to do more YouTube videos, but with my voice, due to my allergies, my voice was just shot, and I couldn't speak very well. And there is one video where I think you can tell my voice is a little bit rough, but I made it. And even today, my voice is not 100%. So I did 5 videos, which is still good. I wanted to make sure I was doing like 1 a week, and I really would love to step that up and get a couple of more in on the month and start getting closer to 6 and 8 videos a month, even if they're just short ones. October is like an action-packed month for me, though, so I don't really know if that's a realistic goal. So we'll have to see. That might be something more for November. I have a lot going on in October. It's a little crazy. I looked at my calendar and kind of went, oh my goodness, what did I do? So we'll see. I did make 2 notebooks and a folio because I do want to make sure I'm doing some kind of a mini album or mini book every month. So it was good. And then I made 65 cards, you guys. That's like a crazy number for me. And I'm going to talk a little bit about why I made so many. And that's because I introduced something new on my channel. And first of all, let me say, I started following, I think her name is Crafty Owl. And she does a sheet load of cards. And so she shows you how to cut your cardstock and make 9 to 12 cards out of just a few sheets of paper. And they all kind of look the same, but it's really fun and cute. You can, vary it and do different things. And so I started doing those, and those are really fun, and I loved it. And then I thought, well, what if I do something similar but different that, I could offer on my channel? Because she has a free PDF, and then she has a couple of videos that show you how to do things and gives you ideas. And her cards are all A2 sized cards. And so I decided, because she did one 5x7 sketch and cutting guide, and I really liked the 5x7, and I've never made 5x7 cards before. So I thought, you know what? Every month I'm going to try and do my own sketch and cutting guide for 5x7 cards. So this is available free on my channel. And one of the videos has the link that you can go in and you can download this PDF. It shows you how to do all the cutting, gives you some tips, ideas of how to make it your own. You could always just make 1 card from the sketch if you don't want to make 12. So every month, around the middle of the month, I'm going to try to have a PDF that shows you how to make 12 5x7 cards. And my husband called it 11 a dozen. So I termed it 11 a dozen 5x7 cards. I thought that was kind of cute. And so that's what it is there will be a sketch with the cutting guide, and then I'll have a few videos during the month of examples of what did I make and how to use the cutting guide. So I still have another video I need to make before we finish the September guide, and we'll start October's in the middle of the month. So I made, you know, a dozen, I took a couple times, a dozen for my card sketch, but I've also made some for the Crafty Owl card sketch as well. So that's one reason why I have so many cards. So let me get my basket, and I want to show you, because this is the fun part of the video, what did I make this month, okay, and what did I use. So one of the design teams I'm on is called His Palette, and this is a digital brand. They're all printables, PDF form that you can download and cut out, and you can use them in your journaling. You could use them to make cards. You could use them to make albums, whatever you want. So I did this quick little notebook for them that is index cards. Okay, so it was just like a quick little notebook for fall. And then I also made this little hanging piece, and it has this really fun little tassel and this loop, so you could hang this. And this is one of their scripture cards. And you actually get a whole set of scripture cards in the download. And so I just made it into a little hanging piece. This would make a really nice gift to give somebody that they could hang on their wall. And I just thought that it was so pretty, and what a great, you know, reminder of the verse that's on there. So I made that. And then also for His Palette, I made this notebook. Excuse me. My voice is still not 100%. So I made this bookmark. It has this little tassel. Well, it's a big tassel. I did alcohol coloring with this printable. So it's just a plain printable of floral, and you get like 4 floral designs in this, and you can color them however you want. I'm going to get a drink of water here, guys. So I made it into a notebook. I was originally going to make it into a card, but I thought, oh, it's kind of pretty, and I don't want to, you know, put it on a card. I want to be able to keep it and have it something that I would see, so I made it into a little notebook. If I can open this up. So just some plain paper, and we've got a bookmark in here so we can mark where we're at. And it's just a little seam, quick hand-sewn bound notebook. So I made those all for His Palette. And then I was at a friend's house crafting, and I made a card, and this one is just a little note card, and I used a set from Stampin' Up, because she's a Stampin' Up rep, so I do buy a few things from her. So this is a Stampin' Up, and I used the Gina K Wreath Builder stencil to create the wreath, and so that was another card. And then, excuse me, you all know that I'm on the Sweet and Sassy Stamps team, design team, and so I did make, with their new release, some cards for them. So they had a Christmas release this month. I just love the poinsettias, so cute. And then that little stencil back there, that is part of their release as well. And they had a little gingerbread people in one of their stamp sets. More poinsettias. I did a lot with the poinsettias because I did a live where I showed how to do this emboss resist technique. And so I had several examples to show in different colors so people could see what it looks like. And this is the one that I made in the live video. But you could do with, you know, any big like silhouette stamp. You could do the emboss resist. I think this one's my favorite. I just love the teal and the blues and the purple. And then I made this coffee card again. This was from one of the new release. And also they participated in the oh gosh, I can never get this right. Coffee Loving Card Makers hop, like a blog hop. So I did that one. And then, again, their new release, I loved the purple. I've never really done, like, lavender purples for Christmas, but I really liked that. I thought it was so pretty. And then their other little gingerbread man. And then this is their first time. They had a new release with the Simon Says Stamp Timber, and I did do a video on this one to show the stamp set and what you can make with it. this is my favorite. I watercolored this. I did stamping and masking to get the arrangement, and then watercolored. And then there's another one. And so those were all Sweet and Sassy stamps for their new release. I also made a folio, and this was supposed to be a video, and I just didn't get to it because my voice was in such a bad shape. And this is just a one-sheet wonder, and I was going to do like a little tutorial and everything, so I still need to do that. This is actually from a new paper pad that I found at Michael's Crafts, new this season. And so it just opens up. So room for photos. I have a made a little note card here that you could do some journaling. Just make a really great card to give somebody, because you could put some favorite photos in there, a little gift card in the pocket. Then we have this little tabbed area, if I can get this to come out. Here we go. So I just have this little tabbed spot that you could do photos or journal on. So that goes right back in there in the pocket. And then it flips over, and you've got 2 more spots that you can add pictures to. And then there's the back. So that's just a one-sheet wonder, so super simple, easy to make, but it actually kind of uses a lot of paper. So I went through a good amount of the paper pad. I could probably make one more with the paper pad. And so hopefully this will become a video shortly, and you know, if I can get my voice going and can make it through. And then for the Crafty Owl challenge, Crafty Owl sheet load of cards, I do have a video on that, and I showed you what I made. And that's these right here. These are 5x7, and this is kind of what kicked off my whole idea. And what was fun about these, they're all going kind of different way here. Let me turn these around. Is you can kind of, it mixes things up. So I used the glitter paper. I added in some extra layers that she didn't have with the glitter paper, and then of course the little die cuts. But you can see where you can kind of mix up your look a little bit with the paper. And now all this paper was single-sided. If you have double-sided paper, you could get even more looks. So I made those, and those are in a video if you want to check that out, like, you know, more closely. And that was 12 cards right there. So then I decided to do my own video about 5x7 cards, and this is my 11 a dozen. And so I came up with, let me find them here. Here we go. I made another dozen cards, 5x7. Whoops. And this is my own sketch and cutting guide, and that's these right here. And I made mine all the same because this is double-sided paper, but I really loved this side. And I just wanted those 2 sides to show. So I made mine all the same. The stamp set is from Sweet and Sassy Stamps with the holly, and then this sentiment. And I just thought the sentiment matched the paper, and so it was like, you know, really easy. So this was my initial set that I made with my sketch. And then I came back and did a video tutorial on how to use the sketch, and so I showed these, how to cut these, and I didn't finish them all in the video, but this one I did use double-sided paper and flipped everything back and forth between the 2 sides, so it gives you like a lot of looks. And so I will have a video that will show all the cards I made using my card sketch, and you can see how just by changing, like I did a circle here, and that's what the sketch showed, but then here I did a square, you know, and these are fall versus Christmas. It just gives it a different look, but it is the same sketch. So you can kind of see there's just a lot of different looks you get when you have double-sided paper. So I will have an additional video that shows that more as well, so you'll be able to see all my examples there. I also made a one-off card just to show that you could just do one card with the sketch, and I even enlarged the circle and put the sentiment in a different area just to show like different ways you can make it your own. So this is a printable for Angie Bloom Designs, so I really love her printables too, so I happen to have that already. So I used that. And then lastly, there's another 12 cards that I made. And this one again, I don't think I've shown in a video yet, but I will be showing, because I'm a little behind with my whole voice thing. Instead of using a circle or a square, I used a stamped die cut item with the sentiment to give it a whole different look. And again, this is double-sided paper, so it gives you more looks, right? And the stamp and die set here is actually discontinued, and so kind of my focus was, let's use what I own and have some fun with that. You know, sometimes we just get focused on the new stuff and we don't use the old stuff that we already own that's already fabulous. So that was another 12 cards. So lots of cards this month, but I had a lot of fun making them, and I'm hoping to have more videos coming, and hopefully you will follow my Love in a Dozen series and make some 5x7 cards with me, and I would love to see what you guys make. And hopefully that's something fun. It is a free download that you can get every month. So for next month, October, I have a lot going on. I am doing a craft boutique that is out of town, so that is a lot to get ready for. I haven't done one in a couple of years. So I'm excited to do it, but it's a lot of work to get all my things packaged and labeled and ready. I kind of went crazy, and I can't remember if I have 5 or 6 lives in October. I kind of was like, oh my goodness. When I looked at my calendar today, I went, what did I do? So that's a lot, you know, but it should be lots of fun, and I've already started making cards. Tomorrow, the Sweet and Sassy Stamps has their new product launch. We're also starting a new card challenge at Kendra's Card Challenge, which is something else I'm involved in, and I didn't even finish my last Kendra's Card Challenge that I would still want to finish and get a video up on that, because her challenges are really cool, and she shows you how to use 6 by 6 pieces of paper and to make 15 cards. And so that's another fun one. So I still have those to kind of finish up and get out there for everyone to see. But she's starting a new one today. So we have that going on. So I do have some Instagram hops coming up with some different companies. So lots of things. So if you love card inspiration, please follow me on my Instagram channel, East Bay Stamp Chick. And I'll have the link down below as well. And because I'll be in a lot of hops, and so I'm going to be using a few different brands this month that I have not really used much of before. So there'll be lots of newness and lots of things to come. So I need to get busy and get crafting, because October is a crazy, crazy month for me. But I am so excited. All right. So thank you so much for spending some time with me. Give me a follow and a like. Give me a comment if there's anything you have a question on, or if there was a favorite item that I made. I'd love to hear about it. All right. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.